Hey, do you think you're cheap?
No, I think I'm responsible with money. I like to think, let me put it this way. I like to think we've never been afraid to spend on things that make sense, where the value is going to be there for us, where we're going to get the return, the satisfaction, the enjoyment. But where it doesn't matter as much, we're probably more thoughtful than the average on how we
You
spend.
know that
Or we're,
cheap people say that, right?
I don't think I'm cheap. I'm like a cheap person, irrespective of who they're with at a restaurant with a bunch of people, is gonna try to divide, itemize the check so they only pay for what they consumed. My bent is always to divide it evenly
Yeah.
because that's just how I was raised and that's what's appropriate.
Well, no, it's going because your alcohol bill is like 4 times what everyone else is.
Now that is not true at all. Apparently, you haven't met some of my friends, present
Oh,
company included.
no, I haven't.
Um, yeah, well, think of our friends growing up. It's the same group of people.
Okay. Yeah.
But no, I
Let's
think,
split
I mean,
this.
I've met miserly people who have, real wealth and they're just so stingy and they're not giving and I don't think that's
To
us.
be clear, I don't think you're cheap, but
Thank you.
sometimes when I think about spending on a financial advisor, which has the possibility to move the needle, change the course, and land me in a different zone, maybe I am being cheap.
I don't think cheap is not a word that would come to mind when I think about you either. I think you're pretty gracious with how you spend on your family and people you care about, and those to me are signs of somebody who's not cheap, right? You're spending on things you care about, and when you go on vacation, you're clearly willing to spend. Man, I even think about like earlier in our lives when we were making a lot less money, you were still more willing to spend on like really good groceries,
Stupid. Yeah.
and I was like cutting back on some of that stuff. Like, well, maybe that doesn't matter so much. And I'm not saying all those decisions were right, but I remember like actively thinking about like, oh, he has a point. Like you should spend like food is something we enjoy. Making, cooking is something we really enjoy.
Yeah.
That's worth spending money on.
Mayonnaise. Never cut corners on mayonnaise. I feel like you bought like store brand mayonnaise before.
No,
And
I don't
that's
buy
just,
store brand. I don't buy store brand
that
mayonnaise.
is the worst
I
decision you
don't
could
eat
ever
it
make.
enough such that when I have it, I want it to be the good stuff.
When you make that 1 inch thick mayo sandwich, that's
Oh,
got to be all
no,
Hellman's, man.
I was thinking more like a pasta salad or something. Or
Yeah, I can't do
actually, it's
pasta.
fun fact on the West Coast, Hellman's is Best Foods. It's the exact same product.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Do
look
you
it
know
up.
that for sure?
I'm certain.
Is there no Hellman's?
Nope. The label
What?
looks exactly the same. Same color, same font. Best Foods versus Hellman's.
What? Oh, we got to do a
Yeah.
taste test.
No, don't buy cheap mayonnaise. Don't buy cheap ketchup.
Oof. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of ketchup actually, but
I don't either, but when I make like a burger, obviously it's an impossible burger because I'm lame. Um, I like ketchup and mustard.
yeah. It's got that certain flavor. You got to have the pickles with it too.
Yeah, I like pickles too, and raw onion.
Oof. Oh, that's a bit much, but yeah.
No, I put
God,
raw
I feel like I'm
onion on.
having a burger now.
I put raw onion on like 50% of what I eat.
Oh,
It's a lot. I use a lot of raw
I
onion.
like raw onion with liverwurst.
Back when I was a kid and I ate liverwurst, I absolutely liked liverwurst and onion and mayo.
Respect it. And mayo.
Yeah, that's a good sandwich.
Yeah, it is on rye.